Vacuum and Sewings live stream for Tuesday, January 16th. Back to full power in our shop. And the reason I mention that is, what? In the service area.
Okay, that's different than the shop.
I was pointing at the service area. So, I think we're going to start this week somewhere between 10 days and 2 weeks out. But my expectation is the guys will catch up quickly as the week goes on. Especially a lot of times when the week starts with full racks, the guys get to work. So yeah, my expectation is that you will see, I'll kind of give you an update as the week goes on and tell you that we are closer to a week out, would be my hope. It seems the guys are capable of outputting that kind of machinery. That said, over the weekend, some of you may have noticed I posted the Sibo video. So as I explained in that video, I bought a bunch of kind of Sibos, and I bought some Sibos I normally don't buy in the month of December, thinking that, we would have an opportunity to do some sale pricing on the Sibos. And quite frankly, just with everything going on in our lives and the brothers sales and everything that was happening there, we never did it. So I'm going to extend those sale prices. Oh, thank you, Heather. Through the next couple of weeks. If anybody has questions about those vacuums, call us at the store. It is how come you're not in here with me?
You're man-spreading. You got a big man spread going on. There is no room. Patrick's legs are...
You love the man spread. You would have come over and jumped in the man spread when you...
Patrick!
When you really wanted to be on video. Come on. Let's be serious here. So,
do not listen to him. I don't even know what he's talking about. No, I do not love the man spread.
So but the video is out. If you have questions, let me know. I got a very funny video. I got a very funny email over the weekend after we posted the video, in which one of our customers admitted her awe of men who buy and use duct tape. But the point of the it's funny.
I was over across the room and Patrick was just like laughing out loud. I'm like, what are you laughing about? And he goes, I just got the funniest email.
And then
that person makes me laugh too.
And so
and I read it. Of course you should read it.
Purpose of the email was actually to say she bought a Sibo from the store and they had a problem with the Sibo and they called the 800 number because it was early in the morning and too early to call us. She's an East Coast customer. So yes, I can ship these to you and it'll still make financial sense compared to what you would buy in your local market. But the purpose of the email was to say they dialed the 800 number, somebody answered, and somebody was very helpful. So I'm just going to say this about Sibo. Right now in the vacuum industry, there is Sibo and then there is everybody else. So everybody else uses globally sourced product. Sibo is a single source product. So the quality control is significantly higher than any other vacuum made right now. B, Sibo is doubling down. There is a thing happening in the vacuum industry. There's a thing happening even to a certain degree with some of the brands in the sewing industry where they are looking at dealers as not necessary. Miele is the perfect example of this. Miele not only has gone to globally sourced product, but they have openly been telling dealers, we don't view you as necessary. Our primary channel is going to be direct. Now, the reason this is happening is because Shark with a K, not a P, and Dyson have done that. And so those are two companies that's captured a significant amount of the vacuum market. Now, their profit model, and this is Shark and Dyson, is we want to sell you a vacuum every 28 months. And that's the actual statistic. So the three biggest players in the space are a holding company called TTI. They own Hoover, Dirt Devil, Bissell, Royal, like all these classic brands. They make these junk products. They don't make the products with replacement parts. So like with Shark, you can't even get replacement parts. With Dyson, a lot of times the work is more expensive than the vacuum is worth. But then, you know, if you're having a problem and it can't be fixed and you call the company, they'll offer you 20 or 30% off and they'll sell it to you directly. So you buy it at a big box store, you buy it, you know, via infomercial or something like that. A lot of these other brands are looking at that market share and going, that's where we want to play. And so Sibo's really the only brand right now that Lindhouse is like that too. I just don't really focus on Lindhouse because quite frankly, I feel like the Sibo product is better. But Sibo's looked at that and has gone, this is a big mistake. Like, we're going to continue to make product that people buy once and use for the rest of their lives. And we're going to significantly support our dealer network. And as a result, you see this huge increase in market share by Sibo. And so, you know, it was really great to hear. Like, I know the level of support that I get as a dealer. Like, I can log in and order something and I get it like a couple of days later. They're awesome about their warranties. They cover everything beyond massive breakage, and meaning like if you break your vacuum, you drive a car over it. And we've seen that in the store more than once.
Because you put it behind the car.
People get home, they take everything out of the car, they put the vacuum behind the car, and then they back up into the parking space. And then they show up here like, I drove over my vacuum, it's under warranty. No, it's not.
We had
Which is awful.
Somebody drive over their embroidery arm, and it survived. It worked.
Right. Yeah, we replaced the covers, and it was fine.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
So and in any case, if you haven't seen the video, you deserve a good vacuum. You deserve a vacuum that is gonna last a lifetime. And by the time you would have bought those, because the industry statistic is crazy. It's 28 months is the average time that people are buying new vacuums. And so we're just filling up landfills with that junk. So the Sibo product has great pricing. Watch the video. I can hook you up. And I did not think I would go into January with those two vacuums still available, but they're still available. So if we sold out of the products, the D1 and the Felix Rose, then I would.
I like that Felix Rose.
Well, so hang on, you talk for a second.
Okay, let's answer a couple questions. Stephanie asks, when will the video for Mini Quilts Valentine's be out? I still haven't, I have to finish this spreadsheet. I worked on the spreadsheet one night when I couldn't sleep. But I want to like combine some designs, so I need to sit down at my machine and do that, and I haven't done that. So good question. I don't have an answer for you. I guess when I get a chance, and this is going to be a really tough week because I'm trying to get all these orders out before.
It's a tough week.
Yeah, before I have my last treatment this Thursday. Woo!
So that same email, and it was funny because when I saw the Rose vacuum, my thought was, I think that vacuum is not my style.
It's so cute with the
that
roses.
Said, I knew some people would love it. I
Yeah.
knew some people would hate it. person that sent me the email did not like that color. So what I did when I made that special purchase is I also bought these. So that is the filtration textile that goes on the outside of the vacuum.
I probably would choose this one because I'm not like a fancy girl. I like it kind of plain.
Well, no, but the rose is cool.
The rose is cute.
But
maybe I'd choose
should
the rose.
you buy the Felix with the rose pattern, and I didn't show this in the video, this is the textile, and that would be pretty sharp. Like I thought that would go the best. Like, it's kind of a cool color.
How much are these if they wanted to buy?
I would do this at no charge.
But how much are they? Because what if they have something, a cover they don't like, and they want to switch it out? I didn't even know you could buy these. I think they're like 49. I think they're like $69, but I could make it like 49. I'd need to price it out. I'd make my own.
But you can't. You can't.
Why?
Because it's actually part of the filtration of the vacuum.
Oh, because it's almost this like.
It is an S-class filtration media.
Got it.
So, but the point I'm making is that I bought this extra. So if somebody was like, I love the idea of the Felix Rose at $4.99.
Yeah.
But I just can't do the roses. And like I said, I knew some people would love it.
I like those. I
actually think it's a cool looking vacuum.
You would look really good vacuuming with the roses. Because Patrick does the vacuuming in the house.
That's what she likes. That's what she likes.
Oh my God!
Stop! What this rose looks like.
It's up front.
It's up front.
You
it's
can
the
see it
vacuum
up
with
there.
the roses.
I don't think I even noticed it.
You know what? This morning I realized.
How lucky you are.
Yes. Because we had to drive separately because we had so much shipping that needs to be sent out. We had put it in the car to take it to the mail places yesterday, and then they were all closed because of the holiday. So then we had to bring it back to the store. But I got into the car, and then Patrick's like, oh, hey, Jeannie, wait. I'm going to clean off your car for you. And I was like, I didn't even have to ask him. He just like, he's a gentleman.
She takes me for granted.
I do not take you for granted. Because I was like, oh, I have to clean it. Because if I took you for granted, I'd be like, excuse me, what about my car?
Do you know how often she talks to me like that? Do you know how often she talks to me like that?
I do that, but it's a joke.
She was waking up this morning in her coffee in bed, showed up, and somebody got up with the dogs, and everything's dealt with.
Yeah.
And
I'm so lucky.
I'll be paying taxes today, which she doesn't even know what a tax is.
I don't know anymore because I haven't done it since we've been married. But don't think I don't pull my weight too, because I get a lot done too.
So anyways, if you looked at that vacuum, and I said it in the video, but if you looked at that vacuum and you're like, I just can't do the roses. I actually think the rose pattern is really pretty, but if I was buying a vacuum for me, I wouldn't like it. But
you're a rose.
But
you're my rose.
But it is. It is.
I'm gonna go get it.
This is really sharp. So that's that. And the other thing that I would say is, I think I talked about it during the video, but there are a lot of features in these vacuums that make them user serviceable. So some of you have heard this story before, but we bought the store in 2015. We were partners with somebody for 2 years, and that individual loved Miele vacuums. Well, we started having all these problems with the Miele vacuums. And so
here's the roses. Isn't it gorge? Look at. Won't you feel so
It's actually, I think it's a very pretty textile.
Yeah, with the white. Look at that. And then if
you're... Okay, hang on. But if you don't like that, then...
That you can just swap it out.
And that looks great, too. That's
pretty sharp.
That's sharp.
Yeah.
So I bought that extra for anybody that might not that might not be able to do the roses.
So I have a funny story about that vacuum. But it's the Dart. So my brother, he's
It's
2
not
years.
that vacuum. It's a different vacuum.
But
if you watch the video, it's the Dart.
Yes, he's 2 years older than me. He's a
He'd
doctor.
never bought his own house.
Yeah, he's a doctor. He lives in Estes Park, and he finally. I mean, this is. He at one
He
point
was like
lived
47.
in his Airstream. How many years did he live in his Airstream?
Like years.
I was like, "Do you want to meet a girl? Don't you dare live in an Airstream, because who's gonna what woman's
Somewhere
gonna
out there was a girl that
Yes.
would have loved the idea of the Airstream.
Yeah, but I was like, do not buy it. Do not live in your Airstream. And then he's still single. Who's right? Me. Okay. Anyways, so anyone interested in nice doctor in Estes Park, Colorado, send me your information. Maybe I could set up a date. But when he moved into his place, I said, I'm going to send you a vacuum. He's like, no, don't do it. He was like, no, don't. He's always gone to Target, bought like a Hoover, a Shark, or one of those things. He's never bought like a really nice vacuum. I was like, your sister owns a sewing and vacuum store. Let me get you a vacuum. So we sent him a vacuum. He got it, and he took a picture and sent it to me. And it was like his empty. He bought like is it a condo?
He's in a condo.
And it's just the vacuum in the middle of the room. And he's like, it's so nice. I was like, I know, you'll have this forever. So they had all those wildfires.
This is like 3 summers ago. He'd been in the place for like a year.
They had the wildfires. I called him just to make sure he was okay. I was like, are you okay? And he goes, Jeannie, guess what I grabbed?
He had to evacuate.
He's like, guess what I grabbed? I was like, don't you dare tell me you grabbed that vacuum. I can always get you another vacuum. And he was like, but it's so nice. So that's how nice it is. You're going to grab that over your family heirlooms. You're going to grab your Sibo as you're headed out the door because it's the nicest thing.
Hi. So,
let me put...
Paula asks, does he like older women?
Yes, he loves them. He loves them.
You got to be careful, Jeannie. You're going to get us and your brother in trouble. So, I cannot speak for Joe, and neither can Jeannie. So, Joe at this point has been single long enough. I don't know how Joe would cope with a woman in his life. So that said, Sibo video is worth watching. If you have never bought a nice vacuum, you deserve one. It'll change your life. No, it'll actually clean your house. But they are also user serviceable. I started telling about my prior partner. I said something to him. We'd owned the store for a number of months, and I'm like, we need to do something about Mila. We're selling all these like $1,100 to $1,500 vacuums, and the vacuums were breaking like within a year or two, and their warranty at the time didn't cover parts for longer than a year. And so he and I, over the course of our partnership, which was really a very good partnership and ran very smoothly for a long time, had some what I would call spirited disagreements about the way the business was run. And one of those disagreements came with Sibo. So I was like, I'm bringing in Sibo. At the time, Sibo had done this thing where you could essentially destroy a Sibo vacuum and they'd put it all together and it would work again. And I was super impressed. And I was like, I'm bringing in Sibo because we need a German vacuum that is going to work and have good warranty and da-da-da-da-da. And what he said to me at that time was, I worry about what Sibo's going to do to our vacuum service business. And essentially saying, let's keep selling the vacuums that break because we have this business in fixing them. So the agreement was, I'm going to sell Sibo. He could sell Mila when that was what we were selling. And that's how it worked. But by the end of 2 years, he was selling Sibo almost exclusively, like over all of our product, just because it was that much of a better product. So, just food for thought. Fantastic product. That's enough about vacuums. That's not what you're here for. So keep in mind, Jeannie does have her last treatment on Thursday. So she will be here today and tomorrow. Thursday, not so much. She won't be here at all. I may be out Thursday morning because she's got a doctor's appointment tied to this last one. And I think there's some pertinent information discussed. And we will have maybe me not in the store until after that doctor's appointment on Thursday. What else do we have to discuss
Well,
today?
let's address my attire because I've noticed several people who like my hat. So this is another Twitchy hat, and Sage made it for me. I got it in the mail. She made me 2 of them. So this is her deceased Angora bunny, and they're just like, aren't they just they're so soft. And Twitchy would just sit there. Sage would just put Twitchy on a pillow, and she was so rough. She would like brush the hair and be so rough, and just like pull it off the brush and like stuff it in a bag. And Twitchy
Then
was
she'd like wash and spin it.
Twitchy was
like crazy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she was just a donor. He was just a donor. He was just there to provide his Angora. You should see the other one. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. But yeah, and then Betty, thank you. This is my new Sundance shirt. And no, I did not.
Jeannie's like, I'm over Sundance, and then Sundance has a sale, and she's like, I can't get enough Sundance.
Yeah, didn't you like it? It's so beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? This is when I get dressed in the morning. I'm like, Patrick, do you like, how do I look?
She like twirls in front of the mirror. Do I look so beautiful? Do I look so beautiful?
Look at the bird. Is that just amazing? So people always go, did you embroider it? And like, for me, like laying it out and picking the colors, I rather just pay for it. Although I bought and a lot of times like these, like some of the designs, not this one, but there's going to be some that have like thicker thread, and you have to get a specially digitized design for thick thread. They're called thick thread designs. So yeah. I buy everything on sale. I need a bargain. It's like I was like the type of person. Patrick made me fancy, didn't you, baby?
No.
He made me fancy.
She was fancier than I was when I met her.
I-
By a long
I'm
shot.
but I was the type of person that, like, when I would buy stuff for the kids for back to school, I would go to Staples because that was on sale, and Office Depot because that was on sale, and Office Max.
She's a good couponer. She's a good shopper. But
Yeah,
she's like a
I don't do that.
professional shopper.
I don't do that anymore, but I do. I wait for the sales, and that's why, like, I love giving you guys great bargains too because they're so important to me.
We sell like we shop. So do we have any sewing things to talk about before
We haven't
get
talked
off?
about
Like,
sewing. Hang on, I want to answer some of these questions. Do you have Hello Sunshine? We're still working on. So I've had 2 kidders that have been gone for like last week, and like so. You have so much to do. We're working on the kits for Hello Sunshine. I think I maybe have like 10 that haven't been claimed. And what I'm going to do is I will put together a list of all the people on my list, and I'll send it out. Hey, Graydon, can you put that on your list of things to do? Well, we're going to put a list of Hello Sunshine people. Hey, Ryan, do you mind just grabbing? Thank you. I'll put that list. I'll send it out. If your name is not on the list, you are not on the list. And if you want to get on the list, you can get on the list.
No additional words as from last week on the brother sale. And quite frankly, I think it's a Herculean effort for them to get information regarding the brother sale. So I'm not
Dana, do you have something
asking
to show
anymore.
me?
So
Can I show
like,
it off? 'Cause
like
that looks
we
like a
are
mini quilt.
waiting. Like
Oh
the,
my God.
I think the longest item that we were waiting for is probably the 5x7 hoops. We've been
These
told
are
they'll be here
even-
before the end of April.
like, even
we don't know
cuter in
where we
person.
sit in the massive back order of the 5x7
They are
hoops.
so
we will
cute.
fill them as they arrive.
Oh my God, the little beads
But
in here.
yeah, we don't have
Is
an
this
update.
one June? Okay, this is June's mini quilt. again, I have not even started. I brought home my mini quilt and I brought home my Save the Date because I am going to make both of those. They are so adorable. Deanna just came in and she has stitched out 2 of these. She often stitches something for herself or gives just things as, you know, you can only make so much for yourself. So a lot of it becomes gifts.
So can you tell us how to get the discount code for
Yes,
the Dream
and
Panel?
I emailed, everyone should have gotten an email, and then Margaret, I emailed you this morning. If you are doing Stitch Delight, originally I was going to buy all the designs, you were going to buy them from me, and then they were going to send them, I think. But I realized afterwards, because I wasn't doing this, like, I mean, I was like gonna do the designs at $50. Well, we have all sorts of fees and everything. It just didn't make sense. So I reached out to Stitch Delight. I sent them all of your emails. Some of you have emailed me back that that's not the email that you use with them. So poor Gideon, I'm like, hey, can you switch this one? And can you switch this one? So anyways, they need you to go on to Stitch Delight and register, create an account. And then Gideon is, because they need to link that account to the discount, and it's just going to be for that design. So it's not for everything on their site. It's just going to be for the Dream Panel design. And then Gideon is going to email you. And I don't know, I'm not sure I think he's emailing you that it's ready, and then you can go do your purchase or something like that. I'm cut out. You're going to be doing everything with them. All that I'm doing is sending them their correct email address.
Yeah, it's all on you.
It's you. You're doing it. So if you need, so they'll be sending it to you. Don't worry. We still have like some time. Hi, Jen. We still have some time. And okay, panels. I'm completely sold out of Aurora and Tide Pool. However, I just ordered. Everything happens so slow. I think they're sending more of them out this week, and I should have them beginning of next week, which means next week, and then they'll get sent out. So I'm hoping I feel better so I can get in here and get all of those out to you. But
don't count on it.
No, I'm coming in because I did come in like last week in the evenings.
In the evenings.
In the evenings. So we're getting more, and the teals. The teals are in stock, so I should be getting at least 1 bowl, if not 2 bowl of the teal. So I'm working hard to get those out to you before the class. I try to order everything way far in advance, and you know, it's just worked out the way it's worked out. But that's how you're getting the design. More sessions. I'm gonna add. I think we've sold out of 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions.
Doing this through like April?
Maybe. But I'm going to add some more sessions. I'll add another one for the XE1, XJ1, Stellar, Altair. And I'm going to add another one for the Solaris and Luminaire. After we're done with these, we're going to do another Dream Panel, and we're going to do the fills on your machine. Or maybe we should find something else. But I have surgery on the 15th of February, and so I'm trying to space it because somebody told me that it's going to be hard for me to like, because I do this a lot when we're doing the class.
She's gonna need some time.
And like I like to throw everything around and pull off the magnet, and so I've been told by a couple of people that like I'm gonna be a little restricted, but maybe I'll heal faster if I'm doing all of this, right?
Yeah, all the sessions as of right now are full.
I'm adding more though, so you're gonna have more. It's not gonna be until March though. So just sometime this week, I'll probably put him up there. I'm also doing it. Luminaire's sold out. I'm going to add more. Don't worry. Everyone will get it.
But it'll be like later in March.
No, I think I'll do one I think I have one on like the 14th. I'll throw one on the 15th.
Right.
We'll get it all done.
That would be later in March. By definition, right?
No, I call it middle.
Well, it's later than the last session, which is the 14th.
All right. I want to show you this because this is gorgeous, and this makes me go, everyone should do mini quilts. Look how fantastic this is. So this is June's mini quilt. I mean, look at the lemonade with like the little, I guess that's pulp, right? The little beads in it. I love this. the little tie on the jar. I mean, is this just absolutely adorable? And she did 2 of them, but I've seen people, they're doing them and they're putting them back to back. And then they're binding it. So it doesn't take as much room. You just take it, flip it. You can put it in a stand. You can put it as a wall hanging.
A pillow in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Like
People have done pillows.
pillow.
People are creating quilts out of them. So you can do, if you can imagine it, you can do it. So,
that is the unique sewing furniture motto. If you can imagine it, we can build it.
yes. If you can imagine it, you can stitch it. So this one is June. We just finished kitting a whole bunch more because we had sold out. I think we've gone through probably at least 100 kits, if not more than that.
That is Kimberbell's mini quilts.
Yes. Isn't it adorable?
And
it
is
says,
the June mini quilt.
squeeze the day. Very fresh. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Yes, you can buy the months individually.
Yep, they're all on the website. Ooh, Betty, I haven't finished In All Things We Give Thanks. I want to, so the kids' spring break is the first week of March, and my plan was to take all of my UFOs because they're going to be hiking and biking.
We don't know what you're going to be capable of.
I think it's just going to be, Patrick, hoop this for me. Patrick.
Violet, hoop this for me.
Violet, hoop this for me. Because it'll be 2 weeks out, so I think I can thread, right? Thread. Hit the button. I worry about hooping. But why worry when I have those amazing magnetic hoops? I can just pop the little magnets off.
So, let's do the giveaway, and I'll get to work. Do we have classes or anything that you want to talk about over the next couple of weeks?
Michelle is doing Art Spyro right now. I mean, oh, sorry, she's doing Print Moda. So she's going to be doing that. And what do we have going on this week?
Is the 2-day Easter tier tray event, is that on YouTube?
Yeah, if you were signed up for the event, you should have got an email with the playlist with all the recordings.
What if they weren't, what if they didn't do the event?
You can't watch the videos. I actually got in trouble because I posted all of the videos for one of the events. And I didn't get in trouble, but they told me I couldn't post those because it is a paid event and you need to have... And we did some fun stuff in that event, didn't we? Attendees.
Could somebody who didn't do it, like Diane's in the hospital, could she pay for the event and watch it?
Yeah, you'd have to actually, but I can't get any more kits at this point.
Okay.
I'm all kitted out. I just I just finished cutting the stabilizer for the last of the kits that I have left.
Diane, there are a lot of videos. Like, there's like over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel. So I think there's
we can keep you busy.
We can keep you busy. Okay, let's do the giveaway because I need to get cash in the register
and just go onto the calendar. Everything's listed up there. You know, something to keep in mind is the accessory class is going to be next week, and that's a fantastic class, especially if you don't have, some people are in areas where they've gotten machines where maybe there's not as much support, or their local dealers don't do the classes that we do, and you can take it. We're only a Zoom away, is what I like to say. I should sing. There should be a song for that.
Our concierge option has been incredibly popular. So, like, if you're ready for a new machine and you just don't feel like you get that support locally, reach out because we'll get you a great deal. And the machine comes with a plane ticket and a night stay and all that stuff. And you can come see us and spend some time with us in the store and get your machine. And it'll save you money. It saves you taxes, all that stuff too. What would you like to do as the grand prize?
Let's give away one of these.
No, this is what we said we were giving away.
This is what you, okay, so we have another Riley Blake. This is going to be a quilt kit, and who doesn't love a kit? We're just grab and go. We sell a ton of kits because they're so easy.
Well,
everything
comes with
goes.
a little Riley Blake seam ripper and...
Yeah, it's stuff. Like a little finger one, and I'm not, see in the very back, you slip it over your finger. It's kind of like a sword. On guard.
Is that, so are we doing that as grand prize?
Well, either of them. Let's just give this one away first.
Okay. So let's go
Judy,
here.
I'm still working on that mini quilt one.
So if anybody has a question as to how the giveaways work, we do a giveaway every Friday. We use a random comment picker. I did not ask a question for last Friday.
Marlene wants it. Channel your inner winner. Feel it. Feel the energy. Miss Angela Andrews.
I feel like she's a common winner.
I don't know if Angela's ever won.
Really?
Yeah. I'm putting your name on this right now.
Congratulations, Angela.
I have a package going out to you. We'll just pop it in with your other stuff.
So pick another winner. And this is for the thread, the Madeira Sensa green box. They can't see that.
Oh, I was holding it up. Here we go.
What?
Did we just die?
No, I don't think so. Lori Colgan.
Lori, that was some great. Oh, needles.
Should we talk about needles?
Let's talk about it when I get the other ones. We weren't expecting.
Will you put Lori's name on that?
We weren't expecting everyone to order as many needles as they did. So I had needles in the store. I had like 20 packs. We usually keep a lot of those, and they went like instantly. So I just ordered like 60 more. So if you order those, they'll be on their way. It might not be until the end of next week or the beginning of the following week. And just so you know, somebody was like, I wanted to order 5 packs of needles, and it was like $13.20. That was absolutely ridiculous. So don't worry, we will ship them, and we will credit you for shipping, because we're consumers too, and we do not like ridiculous shipping.
So, lights. So, as I discussed last week, I had a handful of the luminous lights left. We sold out of what we had in the store. I reached out because I believe that we can do a drop ship directly from the folks at Daylight, and I will either be reordering lights, which take me about 4 or 5 days for us to get them, or drop shipping them directly from Daylight. So expect to. There are 3 or 4 of you that needed to wait on those, but we're paying like upwards of $80 more for those lights. So, so the sale on the lights is officially over. I will be talking about some of the Brother stuff. So we did over order on the Brother stuff. I think almost everybody who's waiting for stuff from Brother is waiting for like tubular frames, PR playbooks,
Tubular
or 5x7s.
frames we should have.
They're supposed to arrive today.
Okay.
I think. So that said, we do have some of the extras. I think I have extras in the 7x12s that we had extra, but we are going to talk about those extras over the next couple of days and just try to get rid of that product. So it's just, we need to move it. I need space. So 9.5x14s are still very much available. So let us know if you want
Joanne,
those.
were you on a list and I was supposed to, I put you down on here. So if you need a snap hoop for the event, send me another email. I did just order more of those, and I have some coming, but I had to order more of the 9.5x14s. I think, what's the date today? The 16th. I'll have those the beginning of next week, and then and I'll get them shipped right out. So, and we're still doing the snap hoops at 30% off for the event. So if you need a snap hoop for the event for the class, the dream panel, send me an email. And Joanne, I wrote myself a note for you. Pamela got her lights. They're the best. They are the best. Maybe I did that video. Maybe we'll do another one. But anything else that you can think of?
I don't think so. We'll figure it out. I'm going to drop a text to our doctor today to figure out if I should be at the doctor's appointment on Thursday. And if that's the case, then we probably won't do the live stream on Thursday. But we will let you know.
It's going to be my last date with the Red Devil.
When's the first dream panel class? The first?
It's going to be on the 1st.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get it back long before then.
Are you in that one?
We can use our 9.5 for TG panel class. 9.5 by 14 is a great size.
You can use it. Yeah,
But
the
10.5 by 16.
The designs are set up for the 9.5 by 14.
I'm gonna let you finish this.
However, there's going to be some petals that you put in there. If you don't have it hooped perfectly, you're not going to be able to fit it, because the design will go from edge to edge, and even one click takes you out of the hoop. It's like, I'm gonna. So yes, you can use the 9.5 by 14. The 10.5 by 16 is gonna give you. For the inside, I use the 9.5 by 14 because the 10.5 by 16 is big. So you're like moving. It's just big and unwieldy. But when you get out to the outer petals, that's when you're gonna be like, oh, I like that extra space because I have some room for rotation. 9.5 by 14, it's going to have to be in there perfect for some of these. And don't worry, when we do this class in the very beginning of the class, I always go, some hoopings, our motto for the day is going to be good enough, because it's got to just be good enough. And when you're done with a thing, good enough is going to be gorgeous. Trust me, it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. So I think we're going to get going. I have a lot to do, and have an amazing day. Be creative and make something fantastic. And we will see you. We're talking about the dream panel. I'll show it off to you tomorrow, and I'll add some more sessions.